Yeah, we're gonna podcast. This is for my Patreon audience. No, you want in on this? Sure. Noah's gonna get in on this.
And co-host.
Noah's the co-host. He's good too. He doesn't look competent, but he is.
Do you mind if you do that?
Oh, do you mean the weed?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Is it Yeah, Noah, he's got a habit. He's got a real bad habit. This guy smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Tell him how hungover you are, Noah.
I'm not right now.
Noah's tremendously hungover. He went out last night, he was doing coke, he was drinking his ass off. But let's do this, guys. So, what are you out doing today?
Just the missionary work, just going around spreading the gospel.
What time did you start?
Usually we leave the house about 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
Yep.
Okay, so you're wrapping today up
We're out till 9.
till 9 p.m., past dark.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say this is a dangerous neighborhood, but if you go down about 2 miles on West Adams here, you might get mugged.
I'd say so.
You guys carry weapons?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I was just getting groceries out of the back of my car, saw these guys, invited them in. Why not? I'm in a good mood today. I've been out walking. Beautiful day, right?
Absolutely.
You guys could have picked a worse day to go convert people. So let's do this. Let's do it back and forth. You have one thing to say to me. You have 30 seconds, a 30-second elevator pitch to bring me over to the Mormon faith, the Church of Latter-day Saints. What would you say?
Well, I think ultimately, the one thing about this church that I love the most is that, this is truly the Church of God.
Got it. So the Church of God, and then I'm sorry, man. What was
Elder Hammond.
your first name is Elder?
It's just a title for missionary work. When we go home and be released from this calling, we just go by our first name and last name, and however our friends give us nicknames. So,
Were you younger at any point? Younger Hammond?
yeah.
When were you younger Hammond?
21 months ago,
Okay. What happened 21 months ago?
I made the decision to come out on a mission and serve 2 years full time. Like we were saying, we're out from 10 to 9, and before 10 o'clock, we're getting prepared for the day, and we come here and just help people mow the lawn, take the groceries in,
Okay.
and help spread the word about Jesus Christ.
And when I think of that younger to elder transition, this is kind of inappropriate. It just like popped into my head. Did you ever see that movie 300 about the Spartans?
No.
You guys never saw that? It was a good action flick.
I've seen part of it, but don't recall much.
Well,
of it.
back in Spartan society, when a young boy would be brought up and made a man, he'd be turned into a warrior, he'd have to suck off one of his mentors. That was how we transitioned from being a younger to an elder. And that just popped into my head. I thought it was a funny image. I didn't mean to make you guys uncomfortable. I know you don't enjoy that blue humor. So what else can you tell me about the Mormon Church?
Well, Mormon's just a nickname. We prefer to go by the full name, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In the New Testament, you see how Christ was crucified, and he was our Savior.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a short message is that God has again reestablished His church through calling a prophet, and that happened about 200 years ago through Joseph Smith.
Okay. Yeah, I know Joseph. He's a good guy. Hey, Ben, if you guys want a beer?
We're good. That's no bueno.
You guys don't drink?
No beer.
Okay, this is actually an interesting hypothetical. If I put a gun to your head and I was like, all right, motherfucker, you got to either smoke weed or drink one of those Pacificos, which one do you choose?
Neither.
You die. No, come on.
You choose death?
Even God would understand you preserving your own life.
Well, this is all temporary existence. We're here to learn and grow, and if our life ends, we continue our missionary works in the spirit world.
No. Elder Hammond, I know you want a couple more years on Earth before you have to take a bullet, dude. There's no way you would die like that.
If God wants me here, He'll protect me.
Must be a comforting attitude to take into the world. So you're not afraid of that guy who I said might stab you down West Adams? That kind of thing doesn't strike fear in your heart?
No, God would warn us to take a different path.
You guys have girlfriends
No,
back home?
Nope.
When are you guys going to get married?
in the next few years, whenever we go home, continue normal life, take
Play
a
the field for a little bit?
date around,
You're going to date around?
get to know everyone, and understand the kind of person you're going to marry and who you want, and then go for those that you guys can work together.
Sex before marriage in the Mormon Church, yes or no?
No,
Foreplay before marriage.
all emotions related to that is designed for marriage. It's between husband and wife that are married.
You know what I mean when I'm saying foreplay, though?
No,
So foreplay would be, like, say, outer course. Like the girl rubs your penis through your pants when you're out at a dark bar having a couple glasses of wine.
like I said, all those emotions are for being expressed.
Well, it's not really an emotion. That's just a physical thing.
Same thing.
Blood rushes to your cock. She puts her hand there. Bada bing, bada boom. What a whirl.
Can we move on?
You got any questions, asked Ben? He already. Noah's the only one who hasn't asked any questions. What questions do you have? No.
Okay, where are you guys from?
Yeah, that's a nice G-rated question.
I'm from Arizona.
Arizona.
Okay.
What about you, Elder Hammond?
Go Sun Devils.
Idaho.
I know.
And how long have you guys been partners in this?
How long have they been partners?
We've been companions for about
2 weeks.
I think about 2 weeks.
So Elder Hammond is a little bit tight on sex. What about you, Elder? I'm sorry. How do you say your name?
Elder Knockheide.
That's tough to say. But do you have? I mean, Arizona. People think of it more as a party state. Do you have a more loose attitude towards sex, outer course, oral? Does that fly with you?
No, pretty much what Elder Hammond says. We're unified in that response.
When's the last time either of you jerked off?
Not that I know of.
Not that you've never seen him do it, but I know you know when you last did it.
Change the conversation, please.
We've covered weed. We've covered booze. You want to hear about his night last night? This guy was fucking hammered. He did a lot of cocaine off a little plate over there. I saw him do that.
You guys gonna change or can we leave?
Yeah, I'm pretty shallow when it comes to topics, man. I'm sorry. I don't know much about scripture. Yeah, guys, I'll open the door for you guys. This looks disgusting. Who cooked up Elder Hammond, you can agree this looks like shit, right? Elder Hammond, just tell me this looks like shit before you go.
That's all good.
It doesn't look tasty. You wouldn't eat this.
If you guys mind, would you guys mind deleting this?
Yeah, no, well, why?
Because we've asked that it not be published anywhere or kept.
Okay, well, you did agree to come sit down for a podcast. You want one of these for the road?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. All right. You guys take care. Stay safe. Good luck until your 9 p.m. clock out. That's 2 more hours.
Thanks, fellas.
You really think that was going to go any other way than really uncomfortable? What's up, guys? We're recapping. I'm sure you saw, or I don't know how I'm going to do this video, but we just brought in 2 Mormon missionaries into the house. I was out there getting the groceries out of the back of my car. These 2 guys came walking down the street, and the 3 of us had just talked about doing a podcast. I put 2 and 2 together, brought them in. How pleased were you guys when you saw 2 Mormon missionaries walk through the door with me?
I was delighted.
Yeah,
Danny brings a lot of wild stuff through our doors, you know. Sometimes it's a pass out in Lenigi. Sometimes, you know, it's
Mormons.
Yeah, that was
Is he there, Elder Hammond?
So I found a picture of what it looks like, because he says he's from Idaho, right?
Yeah, we're trying to find one of these kids on Instagram, one of the fucking Mormon kids.
shout out Elder Hammond, the God.
Just pull it up real quick. Let's see if it's him.
Well, it's not him, but it's
It's just a hashtag Elder Hammond.
It's some other kid named Elder Hammond in Idaho.
Oh, there are 2 Elder Hammonds, dude.
Yeah, there's another Elder Hammond.
And
here.
there's a black Elder Hammond. Holy shit, they're racially diverse.
It was so like unique that his life was worth nothing. Nah, dude, there's literally another you that's out there.
Did you just talk about how he said he would rather die?
Yeah, we're gonna see that too.
Am I even
We're
in
gonna
the
see that.
frame?
I don't. Yeah, you are. We're gonna see all that. All right, let's get back on track. Hi guys, this is a Patreon podcast. We got our new roommate over here, Ben, aka Scott Pollard, aka DeMarcus Cousins, depending on which pseudonym he wants to go over.
AKA Elder Hammond.
He introduced himself to Inland Iggy as DeMarcus Cousins because these guys are both huge Sacramento Kings fans.
What's up, go Kings?
And he just thought he'd fuck with the blacked out Inland Iggy. I supported that. This is Noah, my raging drunk karaoke enthusiast, ass licking loving roommate. This guy was throwing up in our toilet this morning.
A lot, yeah. This is the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. No, it's probably not. But
No way. You're still up and going right
it's
now.
Top 10. It was top 10.
If you're up and going and you're this lively and enthusiastic right now, it wasn't the worst hangover of your life.
I don't have like those day-long things that you get. That's just insane.
Yeah. This guy was throwing up.
Get hungover.
Why are you wearing shades during the podcast?
It's bright lights, Danny.
You're making a mockery of this. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
I can see the ring light in your glasses. Yeah, so this guy last night, what'd you do? He went out. I heard you were making out with some girl. How'd that go?
Well, so we were on the dance floor, and I basically ran over to her. I was like, "Hey," it was like a group of girls, and I was like drunk enough to where I was ready to.
You ran over to her.
No, I didn't run.
Bounded over like
But
a
I just was,
greyhound.
look, I need you to duet the song with me.
Which song?
"Everybody" by Backstreet Boys.
Was she down to duet it?
She was down,
Did she know the words?
of course.
Because younger chicks, I feel like they won't even know those songs anymore.
So she comes on stage with me, and do the song. We're like making out, and then she's like,
Make it out on stage? That's unprofessional.
Well, like in the booth next to the stage, like after this
In the bullpen.
After the fact. This is after the fact, but she was like, I remember her going, "Do you even remember my name?" And I was like, But like then she told me, she's like, it's fine. And then somebody called her, and she's just like, you know, I could tell it was kind of a shitty.
Okay, so get to the point. What happened?
Either way, she fucking went home because her friend was in trouble at some other bar.
Okay, so you were just making out with her, but you said she agreed to come home with you?
She was like, I stayed. Her friends left, and she's like, I'm staying with you. And then something happened.
You really fucking blew it. That means at some point between her friends leaving, which that's the ultimate, her putting her faith in you, like, I'm going to fuck this guy, it's decided.
I know.
Between then and her saying her friend was throwing up, which is a bogus story, you did something very wrong. What do you think it was, Ben? Ben was there too. I never go out to these karaoke nights. I got to go to bed early.
Just general drunken no behavior.
You think he tried to slide a finger down her cooch in the bar?
No.
What are you doing?
That.
Oh, that's what he was doing?
See,
Okay.
are you made uncomfortable by that?
Yeah, very
Peter?
much so.
Huh?
My friend's throwing up. I gotta leave right now.
I don't do that shit. Not in 2019.
Well,
baby.
dude, you have no control of yourself when you're blacked out. You've been kicked out of the bar
I
before.
wasn't blacked out.
You're a leaner.
Dude, I heard you when you came home last night. You did not sound like you could even walk.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I probably wouldn't have even been in a good place to be banging.
You were probably... Because Noah, his favorite thing on the planet is getting his asshole licked. It's his favorite thing on the planet. So you were probably already negotiating that with her in the bar. That's probably what happened.
Did you use
I
the
was
phrase
not. I
eat
was
ass
not.
with
I
her
was
in the
not.
bar?
I would remember myself saying those types of things. But
I don't think
You
so.
remember saying you wish you were, licking her tit afterwards?
Yeah,
You-
of course.
Did what,
I was hella frustrated.
you were licking her tits?
No, he was yelling to Dave about not like how fucked up he was in being here, not licking her tits.
Okay, so he was lamenting after the night, that he wasn't able to lick her
Lamenting
tits.
the lack of lick.
Okay, got it.
Yes, lick lack.
Okay, sweet. So you went out, you got fucking blacked out last night, you spent a bunch of money, you didn't get laid.
Spend a bunch of money. That bar is cheap.
No, you spent a bunch of money. What else?
He's saying.
We get free drinks too.
Okay, Ben, what else is going on? You're eating this shitty fucking cheese meal, those fried things over. I tried to offer one of them to the Mormon.
He was not about it.
I don't blame
He
him
has higher
either.
dietary standards than your boy.
Then Ben here, then
He's
DeMarcus
preparing
Cousins.
his body for God.
Yeah.
And,
Anything that made me never want to be a Mormon. Like I've never wanted to be a Mormon.
Yeah.
That was their fucking
That was
pitch.
a poor Mormon experience.
I was just like, wow, you guys seem
the
super
Mormon
boring.
marketing team did not.
No.
they need some
It
help.
wasn't a good
You
commercial.
gotta see like some sick like cartwheel shits. Like they just come in like drinking hella,
They
but it
didn't-
could just
they
be
didn't
apple
meet us
juice
at
in
our
the
level,
bottle.
you know?
Don't
They weren't
talk
willing
over
to
me.
work
You think
with
you're
us.
a fucking senior in this house? You're here for a year, all right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely true. It's gotta be. It's got to be like a pedophile luring a kid into a van. You got to offer some candy and shit.
Yeah,
and maybe the first time you're around the kid, you can't just be like, "Hey, suck my fucking cock." You got to like get him to sit on your lap, or like if you're a cub master, like you're out on some Boy Scout getaway, you got to tell them that it's too cold out, and you got to like huddle together for warmth. You got to like sugar the people in.
These
See, like,
guys wanted us to not ask them the most recent time that they jerked off.
yeah, that's ridiculous. But no, like when they need to work on their pitch, they need some kind of entertainment coach or storytelling advisor to be like, dude, you can't just have your eyes glaze over and start quoting Bible verses. You're gonna creep everybody out and turn everybody off.
You guys gotta stop dressing like that.
That too.
And you got to reveal your first names.
Like their pitch was fucking awful. I asked him, give me one reason why I should join the Mormon Church. He said because it's the Church of God, which then he conceded that every other religion thinks that. All 300,000 religions on this earth, major and minor. And then like, what did Elder Hammond go on? He went on like a 1-minute soliloquy.
Yeah. He was basically just telling the story of why the church is important and how like the real church was never on earth. It was like in the sky.
Like the pitch would have been, look at you fucking slobs. You got weed on the table, which they made us move before we started rolling, I think. You're eating this fucking fattening macaroni and cheese. You're wearing sunglasses indoors. You got blacked out last night and didn't get laid. Your guys' life is in shambles. Join the church. It's going to give you some discipline. You're going to have no fear of death like me, and you're going to be able to fuck some hot white girls in Salt Lake City. That's the pitch.
yeah,
That's the fucking pitch. We got the hottest chicks of any religion. I'd believe them if they said that. It's probably true.
Throw the polygamy,
Polygamy.
Like,
Yes. Thank you, Ben.
dude. They should have assessed the vibe and thrown that at us. I mean, and you did ask them about marriage as well, you know.
Yeah.
The subject was broached.
Yeah, you're so fucking right, dude. It's like all the other religions, you got to fuck one old bag for the rest of your life. Ours, you could have up to 13. It might even be more than 13. That was just arbitrary.
I should be their topic sentence.
Yeah, and then another thing they do that's really a good sales pitch is when you get old in the Mormon church and you still want to get laid, the reason they send all the young kids away on missions is to clear Salt Lake City of young, like, virile boys so that all the old men can just have their crack at the fucking 19 and 20-year-olds. I read that in Under the Banner of Heaven by John Krakauer. It's true. So when you get older, you can still fuck like a maniac. You get what I'm saying? They send all the young boys are all sent out on missions overseas or across the country. So all the young chicks don't have any guys to fuck, and so they start fucking older guys.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 19, 20-year-old boys. I was like, I don't know if they're just all like banging dudes.
No. I'm saying they get rid of the boys so they can fuck the chicks.
When? Like, is it a Groundhog Day type deal?
What do you mean?
Like an annual tradition at this specific part of the year, every July 1st?
It's always happening.
Yeah, they're always sending, like, a certain crop of men's always gone for 2 years.
Yeah.
And that, during those 2 years, that's when the big buzzards in the fucking church swoop down and they feed.
Wow.
And they feed on the young twat.
You guys heard of soaking?
Dude, see, right now, I feel like...
I wanted to ask him about soaking.
Hey, I can't see Ben's eyes right now, but I feel like he's actually thinking about hopscotching down to the local Mormon church and then fucking signing up.
Sliding into some.
have you heard
some
of soaking?
gloves.
What's soaking?
It's like a Mormon thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is real,
Soaking,
but it's basically like
Danny Mullen.
like you go and you just basically put your dick in a chick and you don't like move your hips or you don't fuck, but that and then you somehow come, and that's like how you're supposed to like.
I think you can't come either.
What?
I think you just gotta pop.
Is that the recommended method for conceiving children in the Mormon church?
Here, let's
These
Google.
are the
We don't know-
questions that we should have asked them.
Yeah, you guys should have spoken up. I was the only one asking the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, we were trying to set you up for the lobs, Danny. And I would argue you dunked them.
I mean, I understand the good cop, bad cop thing, but there's 3 of us, so Ben could have been the good cop. And you were being the good cop. You were asking some nice
have to
questions.
keep them framed
Wait,
up.
what was that question you asked that was pretty appropriate? Like, you asked something sincere.
Basically, like you get assigned to 2 years of this Mormon mission, but how do you end up here?
Okay, got it. Yeah, see, you asked about their location, a very genuine question. Noah, that's when you should have hit him with the soaking or whatever.
Oh, so this is supposed to be like a loophole for like.
Let me read this.
Yeah, it's a Mormon sex loophole.
The claims that soaking refers to sexual penetration without thrusting, and that some people consider this to be a loophole in the law of chastity.
about busting,
I
right?
get it.
Can't bust.
So it's kind of like Catholic girls and anal sex, which is the big loophole in the Catholic world.
Right.
But for Mormons, if you just shove your cock up a chick and leave it there inert,
You can't move.
that's not sex. That's not sex, dude. I agree with this.
Yeah, because you didn't bust.
Yeah, you didn't bust and you're not humping.
I know.
What is sex?
I
It's
think
not that.
it's just like crazy that they think it's like you're penetrating into the vagina.
First of all, there's no way any of those horn dogs can resist the urge to hump once the cock's in. I don't believe it. There's no fucking way.
Dude, did you see how like stone face and everything they are?
Dude, that guy's gonna kill a girl. Elder Hammond, we don't have to worry about it.
That guy is Jeffrey Dahmer.
Like, exactly. I'm gonna turn a corner on West Adams, find him behind a dumpster with just red smeared all over his face, like a clump of hair tucked in his
he
pocket.
ate someone. Yeah, exactly.
Just a clump of skull and streaming blonde hair tucked into his chest pocket.
And he just moves into LA, becomes a drug addict, and lives on Skid Row and just murders.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's gonna be like the next Hillside Strangler. Okay. I want to hear what this bitch has to say about this, because then, like, the person who wrote this Quora article is slamming the idea. Bluntly, it's not a loophole. It's nothing remotely like a loophole. I'm gonna make sure I'm still recording here. I know my memory cards are almost full. And the only people who convince themselves that it would be people who really, really want to believe. Now, I have no idea whether this concept actually exists among young Mormons or whether it's an urban legend.
Oh, really?
Okay, so she's giving me her fucking background. I don't care.
Nah.
I want to hear her get all fire and brimstone on the people who practice
all three have
swamping
heard of it?
or swimming or whatever. What's it called?
But, dude,
Soaking.
What if we just asked those guys, hey, so like, is soaking real? Like that?
You
That's
should have stepped up, Noah.
I know. I'm not a good journalist.
Should we go get them back? I bet they're still in the neighborhood.
Start jogging down the street.
Hey!
Elder Hammond!
Tell me about soaking.
Elder Hammond.
Elder Hammond. And Elder, I could not figure out.
Nakadagaki.
He said it
Okay.
multiple times as if it was saying like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, here's a fucking piece of gossip right here. Someone once told me he knew a girl who would only have sex with the lights out because she figured if she's never seen a penis, she's still sort of a virgin. That's a good one. If you haven't seen it, it doesn't exist. There are no loopholes in the law of chastity. Law and chastity are both capitalized. Because that law includes all form of sexual contact outside of marriage, whatever form of sexual gratification you think gets around the rule is still against the rules, and very clearly, actual penetrative sex is very much against that law. If you're found doing it, you're breaking some pretty important rules, and will face the appropriate consequences.
I should have asked what those are too.
Wow, they're not fooling anybody but themselves. I wonder if anybody commented on this.
If
If there are like any
the Mormons
here's.
catch you banging out, what do they do? Cut you off from the church?
I think one guy on a
That's
sports
Canadian.
team,
Shame your fans.
a guy who played on the volleyball team or something, or a football
BYU,
team.
basketball team.
Yeah, he said he fucked a
Brandon
chick,
Davies.
and they cut him from the team and banned him from the school.
Yeah, because he wasn't married.
Yeah.
It might have been he wasn't even married yet. Like I think he might have.
I agree with that decision, man. There's no room for intercourse before marriage.
They would have got to like at
Not
least
in my
the
university.
Elite Eight, though.
Elite Eight, if he would have been on the
He
team.
was with Jimmer.
He played some good ball.
They're ballers.
Is he pro now?
I don't know.
That would have been good. That would have been the sweet irony if he
Jimmer's
went
back in the
pro.
league, though. I should ask them about
He just
Jimmer.
became the next Magic Johnson. Just had a line of girls outside his hotel room. Just fucked his brains out every night.
Dude,
Why?
why did he sound hella crazy when we asked him if he watched sports? And he's like, I'd rather be in sports.
Yeah.
Because Mormons are insanely competitive.
He played and he said frisbee.
Oh, that's the gay. I was thinking about that
He said he
today.
didn't like football and he liked frisbee.
Frisbee is
'Cause
so
I was gonna
gay.
try and see if I could take him over and cross him up. You know.
Grapple with him? If you would have grappled him, that would have been fun.
grapple?
But no, Frisbee is for first of all, ultimate Frisbee is just for
I don't think
homos.
They were down to grapple, if you know.
Ultimate
what I'm saying.
Frisbee's fucking.
It's for homos. It's for gay people. And then the other
PE?
the other
You didn't
option
have a blast?
the other option is target shooting, like chain, like golf, Frisbee golf. There we go. And that's for alcoholics.
What?
Yeah. I grew up by Orangeville Park. It's one of the most popular Frisbee golf locations in Sacramento. Everybody who played the sport,
Protest Danny Mullen, dude.
you're gonna.
Protest Danny Mullen.
Ben's got to work on his podcast skills. He sounds like Emily from the podcast I did. The entire audience ripped her apart from just interrupting me constantly. Dude, she got skewered in the comments. She got fucking decimated.
That does not surprise
1 out of 2 comments was "fuck this bitch for interrupting Danny Mullen." But yeah, no, Frisbee golf is absolutely for alcoholics. Everybody plays with a 40 in their hand. Are you drunk, Ben?
I wish.
Go drink a beer.
I was last night with young Noach over here.
Did you do any coke?
No.
Did you do any coke?
No.
Did you do any coke?
No.
It's Patreon, dude. You can admit it.
No.
No, he's tight-lipped about that kind of stuff. He's cool with the asshole licking, and he just doesn't want the cocaine to get out. Asshole licking isn't a crime.
No, it isn't.
That's a fact.
Danny Duncan has a shirt that says that eating ass isn't a crime.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone.
Or I think it says legalize eating ass is actually the
wonder
shirt.
what-
Wait, so then does that
Mormons-
mean eating ass doesn't count as for any types of virginity?
Not in the eyes of the law.
Of Danny
Well,
Duncan,
because the
though.
Lord.
In the eyes of the Lord, it's
Dude,
you're on
what we
shaky
should have
ground.
asked them is like when they well, I guess they wouldn't know, but like I want to know like when they get married, like how crazy of banging are they doing, or are they just missionarying it all the time, or are they like eating ass, or are they like you
Well,
know?
those guys are definitely stuck in missionary.
Yeah, for
Is
sure.
it the Mormons or the Jews who fuck through a sheet?
That's a fake story about the
Orthodox
Jews.
Jew riddle.
That's fake.
I think it's real.
Trust me, I'm.
I think the Mormons fuck through some weird shit too, dude.
I
They're
know
sick
more
people.
about the Jewish faith than Ben over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this guy's had his penis in at least 2 Jews. Is that right?
3.
He's had his penis in 3 Jews. How many Jew penises have you had your penis in? How many Jew vaginas have you had your Jew penis in? That's how I should say it.
3 Jewish vaginas.
You had how many girls have you had sex with, Ben?
Wow, Danny, you going for it here.
I did on the Mormon kids, so I might as well go hard on you too.
6.
You had sex with 6 girls?
Yeah, dude.
And 3 of them were Jewish? Were the other 3 Asian? He's 50% Asian, 50% Jewish.
Two of them were Asian, though.
You should have gone for the clean 50% sweep.
No, I'm a little.
The yin
I'm a
yang.
little heavy on the whites right now.
So you fucked 1 white girl?
No, I'm saying that she made up the remaining.
So you fucked 1 white girl out of your 6?
No, I fucked. What did I say?
3 Jews, 2 Asians. What was the last girl?
No, 4 white women.
But one was.
all the Jews were
so
white.
one was a white
You
girl.
are you-
So one was a non-Jewish white girl.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. What happened to your thumb? Your thumb's a fucking mess.
It's a genetic. What would you say?
Hold up your thumb to the camera.
I have no thumbnail.
It's gonna be tough to zoom
No,
on
I have
that.
half thumbnail on my 2 thumbs, and I don't have a patella really.
A patella?
Like a kneecap.
Whoa.
Super small.
Move your.
It's called nail patella syndrome.
What?
1 in every 50,000 people. or something like that.
It doesn't feel that much different.
I've never met another person with it though. Like just me, my mom, my grandpa.
Would that be the 7th girl you fucked if you met a girl with it?
Dude, that might have to be insta wifey, dude.
I agree,
To the
dude.
knee
Yeah,
on
yeah,
site.
dude. I can't think of a better in. Because usually,
I put the ring on her thumb though.
did she have that? Okay, so it's not only the knees, but it's the thumbs also.
It's like all my nails, but really just these two. You can see.
Yeah, I can only really notice on the thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Have it on your toenails too.
No.
All right. Either you guys want to play your cock out right now?
Dude, straight to the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I went really hard on the Mormons, and it's not fair if everybody else just laughs along. You got to endure the same kind of shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
Initiation. We should start doing like some hazing around here.
I'm gonna shove that flashlight up your asshole.
You were looking.
I was gonna say cunt.
Object right there, dude.
No, I was gonna say cunt, and then I just realized you didn't have one. All right, we're kind
I'm
of just.
gonna sodomize a.
All right, we're getting silly now. Time to wrap this up. You're gonna sodomize a book? Go have sex with one of those books on camera. How about that Arnold Schwarzenegger tome?
Yeah, I don't like that book.
Are you actually saying that you're not gonna say you did coke last night, but you're gonna talk shit on your employer's book?
No, I love him. He's the best.
Okay.